become an influencer? Okay.
What's the one thing I must do?
First of all, you need to have it. And you need to know that you have it in you. For instance, you're a dancer, but you are not too good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? You need to learn how to be better before you even start setting up a camera.
Yo guys, so you're welcome back to the part 2 of this episode with Sam. Right, Sam has managed over 3,000 influencers in Africa, and he has a lot of experience. So he's been telling us exciting stuff. He's been telling us different things on how to work with these guys, when you should sign them. He's telling us a lot of interesting things. So we're going to continue this conversation to learn more. Right, Sam, you're welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, it's been interesting. Sharing ideas and, of course, meeting with you.
All right. So, yeah. What do you think the future of influencer marketing is?
Okay. The future of influencer marketing sounds very fun. Looks like everyone will be online, and the way it's going right now, everybody is an influencer, no matter how you want to look at it, because you own a social media platform, right? So now it's left to how you are able to utilize that account very well. Either it's a TikTok account or Instagram account or YouTube account. How you're able to use that particular platform to leverage yourself. That's what we call influencer. It's not just a guy or a boy with large followers. No, you should be able to design what you have and look at your audience. For instance, if you create comedy content and all you do is comedy content, it will be hard for you to tell us something without not being comic with it. Yeah, you have to make us laugh, or even if you want to advertise a brand. You understand? So that's what they call management. We check out your strength, we check out how we can use it, and we check out how you can blow using that term.
Yeah. So. Okay, that's interesting. So you manage influencers. So what platform do you think is the best for? I feel like I know the answer to this question, right? But just asking. Some people prefer say, okay, and I think I've asked this question before on this show. But do you have a favorite platform for influencers?
Of course, TikTok. TikTok is like the most easiest way to actually become a viral sensation and to stay viral. There are two different things. You can be viral now, and then the next minute you're not viral anymore.
So the question is why? Okay,
so that is why you need an influencer manager to put it through. You understand? There's so many things you might think you know, but you might not really know. Yes, so if you go viral, you need to be very careful. All right, don't lose that audience. What can you do to keep or to retain this set of people that are already following you? You post a video, you get like 1 million views in just 5 days. All right, amazing, right? So you post another content, you're seeing like 200 views. What are you doing wrong? Do you understand? So as an influencer manager, we would look at it, or I will look at it and tell you, okay, keep doing what you're doing on this 1 million, views in 5 days, so that you can replicate and get more people to, see your page. So that is why you need to be managed as an influencer. You need it. Okay. Pointers. Okay.
So I'm sure you've done a couple of influencer marketing campaigns, right? So what do you think? What do you think is one of the biggest mistakes that brands make when doing these campaigns?
Mistake they make. Okay, they believe the number of followers you have equals the number of engagement that you will get.
So what determines the number of engagement that you get?
Okay, so there's some influencers that have 1 million followers, for instance.
Right.
They have 1 million followers, and then they are getting 500 views or 5,000 views.
How's that possible?
In 1 week. No, it's possible. The influencer needs to come in for checking. He or she needs to come in for checking. We need to see what you're posting. The camera quality matters. The camera quality must be crispy. You should invest in phone. In a good phone.
So what kind of phone do you think is the best kind of phone?
For me, I don't know. I'm an iPhone person, so no matter what you create, as a content creator or probably as an influencer, get a good iPhone, even if you can afford a camera for now. So get like a high quality phone where
I think if content kits, people have actually started using very good quality cameras, right? So I remember when we used to shoot skits back in the day. I've done like production for influencer marketing as well. We used to use iPhones. I mean, from iPhone, so it's okay if your phone is like from like an iPhone 11 is good, right? So we use iPhones do the shoots, but people aren't using iPhones anymore, man. People were doing proper color grading, and they were getting very good quality cameras. So, I mean, one of the things people said, oh, come on, anybody can be a skit maker, so you get an iPhone and just do. But something about people decide using really good quality cameras, proper lighting, and it just changed the game, right? For now that those kind of videos got better engagements.
So for me, I'm very big on high quality content, but at the same time, it's not really about high quality.
I can tell you for a fact that kind of killed some of the content that we did, because we got to high quality. We got into too high quality stuff, right? And we just didn't do low quality stuff. So I think if I'm going to give anyone any sort of advice, right? If you're starting your journey as an influencer, right? It's best to start doing something you can sustain, right?
Sustainable thing.
Yes. So, for instance, you are doing your first shoot, so you go and rent an apartment at Eco Atlantic, right? Then you use a chopper. Let's say you can afford it,
okay,
right? So how can you sustain? So the thing with skits is it has to be a lot, right? For people to really feel you have to do a lot of it. So if you start doing very high quality stuff, you may not be able to sustain high quality stuff to the point where you now get virality, right? And also, when you've done your best, what's the next for you? Exactly. So start with something that is engaging, right? Not bad quality, good quality, but something you can afford and
that you can be consistent on.
Yeah.
So basically, for me, it's not good to have high quality content without actual content. You know, it's high quality, but there's nothing there. There's
nothing,
us to,
right?
Really
so that's
see.
another angle.
Do you understand? So what I would say is start where you are. You know, make sure you have it in you. If you have it, you would know. If you don't have it, you will know you don't have it. You know, if you have it,
I don't think people who don't have it don't know they don't have it sometimes.
No, trust me. Some people see, they be like, oh, my friends are content creators or are influencers. I want to be an influencer too.
As well.
You know, they delete all their posts, they start again. You know, it's not really about that. You know, make sure you have it in you and then start where you are. You can use an iPhone 8 to create a content and to have more engagement than someone that uses a 12 Pro Max.
Yeah.
So there's another thing that needs to be considered is growth. Growth is important. Let people see that you're moving from point 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Let them see your journey so that when you post your throwbacks, people be like, oh wow, this guy is good.
Right.
You know. So if you're using the low quality phone, make sure you're coming out with content first. You know, if you're dropping content, which is nice, then later as time goes on, you're changing your phone, you're increasing your camera quality because right now you have money to establish. You know, brands are coming. Let it be a process. You know.
So there has to be some kind of story around your growth as an influencer.
That's exactly what will turn into news and be like, I like this guy. He started from 0.
Yeah.
So it's all because everybody wants to be content creator. You know, they want to be an influencer. They just believe.
Yeah. So again, let me ask this question. So there was this video of Bobrisky that went viral. I've never seen that video. I only heard somebody play it. I didn't watch it. What the person said was, me, I was doing party. Bobrisky.
Okay.
I was doing party. Then it will be filled of Instagram skit makers.
Okay.
Instagram. So if it's ballers.
I will invite ballers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't do
skit makers.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video. I was just someone I heard it play and I was like, but that's an insult too. I know some of these skit makers, they are ballers actually.
They're actual ballers.
Yeah.
Actually.
So I feel like they are not respected enough.
No, it's time. Give them time. I mean, there are so many that are really doing well right now. I don't want to mention names, but there are a whole lot of them that are doing amazingly well. But give it time. You know, someone like Bobrisky later, when he sees, is going to retract his words.
And funny enough, Bobrisky is actually a content creator. I mean, what? Yeah.
But
But
he is.
yeah. So but the thing again is, so what I've also observed is most, just like it is with entertainers generally, right? The ability to be able to diversify, right? When you reach a certain peak is very hard. So you start with something that you enjoy, or you have a plan and you have your A game, and you start creating content. Then you become successful at it. You get to a certain level of success, and you've gotten a certain amount of money, right? But how are you able to diversify? How are you able to, move on from just being the Twitter sensation or the TikTok or Instagram sensation, right, into something else? I think that's one of the areas that we need to focus on in the industry.
So that's why I have a brand called the Team Sam brand. All right, it's a management for influencers only. So if you are an influencer, you're new and you want to become, big, you have it in you, because you have to have it, because everybody cannot be an influencer. All right, we'll bring you in, we ask you, what do you think you can do? All right, so you list what you think you can do. Then we would look at you and say, okay, we feel like you can do this, plus what you can do. Do you understand? So we mentor you with what we think you can do, at the same time work with what you can do. So now, in that case, we're having like 5 different stuffs that you can do, right? So now, out of those 5, we're looking at one that would really blow you up or blow you out. Do you understand? So while that is blowing you out, you are also doing the other ones consecutively to push, not showing that this is the only thing I can do. For instance, a content creator doing comedy content. Every time, all you do is make people laugh. What would advise you to do is not just make us laugh all the time. Take us to the serious angle. Let's see what you can do. Aside, can you act a serious role? Can you sing? Can you dance? You need to bring in like 2 or more into just so that you can always retain that virality, because it's the viral Lagos. You have to retain it. Do you understand? Don't just be a sensation.
Yes. So that's very key. We had this conversation I was with some guys yesterday. Actually, yesterday was Sunday. Yes, and quite popular guys in the industry, and we're talking about another popular person, right? And we're talking about being a buzz and a sensation, and having actual followers that are actually there, right? So most times, a lot of people are not able to differentiate between both of them, right? Being a sensation is great, right? But you can't be a sensation forever. Nobody can be Michael Jackson. Not everybody can be Michael Jackson, right? You always have your time, right? So that's actually where I'm going to. Once your time is past, everybody's time will eventually pass at some point, right? Even MJ's time has passed, right? So after that time, right? So what should you become? There was a particular guy that I had a conversation with some time ago. He wanted to diversify really quickly at the time. He was kind of buzzing at the time. So what kind of business can I do with the kind of audience I have? What should I sell, right? Should I sell merch, right? When people buy this merch, I don't think Nigerians buy merch so much. But what kind of products should I sell? So I think there are opportunities that lots and lots of influencers are not tapping into. So aside waiting for YouTube money, right? Aside waiting for brand money, right? You have an audience that is quite large. You have an audience that kind of believe you, they love you. There was a time I would just every week. I think I knew the particular day, but I can't remember. I would just go and look for Maraji's new posts. I'll be waiting for Maraji's new posts. I want to see Maraji's new posts every week. You get. So, but most of them are not able to turn that to print money for themselves. Yeah. So, do you have any final words, any advice you think, or when should you begin to think business ideas you can do? How you can turn your large following into something really, really, really lucrative, apart from the big money you get from brands?
Okay, so first of all, you can be a viral sensation and retain it. It's possible. Do you understand? That is where an influencer management comes in, because we would assess what you can do. One of the solutions to that is collaboration. For instance, you're an influencer, and then we got you a gig to actually like appear in a popular actor's role, just a role of maybe serving cup, just serve a cup of drink in the role of the movie. Do you understand? It's a way of diversifying. All you do maybe most times, maybe on your TikTok or your Instagram, is to make people laugh. But now we are giving you just a small role to just show in this particular movie featuring, a major act.
Yeah.
So that alone has actually make you out of that viral sensation and putting you on a different platform. If anybody sees you, they like that face, the way you serve that drink, the way you smiled, the way you dropped the glass, the way they will want that same stuff in their own cut. Very simple.
Okay.
So it's possible to retain virality. You just have to think wild, think big, and see how you can move from there.
Okay.
Very possible. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So again, so my question again. So how can I diversify, not just from content now? Maybe do you think it's even important for us to try to maybe you are a viral sensation, but you think you need to maybe add a kind of second stream of income?
No, you must have a second stream of income. It's a must.
It's a must.
Yeah, especially if you stay in Lagos.
Yeah, sure. So so what are the examples you can give?
Okay, if you are an actor, or probably you're an influencer, you create content, you can sell merch like you mentioned. I mean, you can sing.
I mean, singing is the easiest.
Do you understand? So we have there's a content. We have Rodney. Rodney is a top content creator, and he creates comedy and very relatable content. At the same time, he sings.
Oh, Rodney sings?
Yes, don't worry. When you see his new track, very soon. So that's actually how we tend to give diversification into what a particular influencer does. Don't just influence. What other things can you do? If influencing doesn't sell, what can you do? Do you understand? It's a big question that when you throw it to influencers, they have to sit back and they come back with their homework and what they've been able to come up with. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's amazing. So thank you so much, Sam. I mean, you've given us a lot of insight.
Anytime.
Yeah, right. We've talked about a lot of things. I mean, so just in 1 minute, can you just say if you say, okay, how do I become an influencer in Nigeria? What's the one thing I must do?
Okay, if you are an influencer and you want to really blow.
No, if I want to become an influencer.
You want to become an influencer. Okay.
What's the one thing I must do?
First of all, you need to have it. And you need to know that you have it in you. For instance, you're a dancer, but you are not too good. Do you understand? You need to learn how to be better before you even start setting up a camera. Do you understand? In as much as growth is important, but you need to have it in you. You understand? If you have it in you, you would know. There is no doubt about it, because you see what your other competitors are doing, and you see how they do. You see, I can do better than this. Do you understand? Not everyone can become an influencer, but if you have it, there is possibility for you. Just get your camera and start creating. That
was a very sincere response. So to become an influencer, you must first have it in you. So if you want to become a dancer, you must be a good dancer. You want to become a skit maker, you must know how to write good stories or come up with good stories. You must know how to at least act, right? If you want to become a singer, you should know how to sing, right? So whatever you want to become as a content creator, you should be good at that niche, right? You should be good at what you want to become a comedian. You must be funny, right? So thank you so much, Sam. It was such an amazing moment, an interesting moment with your rich conversations.
I'd like to come here again.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Right. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching the Viral Lagos podcast. Yeah, more exciting shows coming your way. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Kindly turn on the notification bell. We have more shows coming, and we'd like to let you be the first to know. Yeah, have a nice one, everyone.
You too,
yeah. Final words from you.
Just subscribe on Viral Lagos. That's very important.
All right, man.
Subscribe, yeah.
Right.